Hi, everyone. Hello. Good morning. How's it going? Welcome to another live stream, another live training. I'm Ren Lopa, the CEO and co-founder of Wolf and Rabbit Ink Salon Marketing. We have been helping salons, stylists, and cosmetology schools since 2017, almost 7 years, actually 7 years today. And I'm super excited to be here. Today, we are talking about 5 reasons independent stylists don't reach their goals. Okay. I have some stats for you on entrepreneurship, and I have some very practical ways that you can start hitting your goals right now. And hopefully, when I share these with you, you're actually going to feel relieved and be like, oh, it's not that I'm not hitting my goals because I am not meant to do this. I'm not cut out for this. I'm just not good enough. The reason most of us don't hit our goals is because we are just not approaching it the right way. And what I'm sharing with you today is super refreshing. I'm going to help you focus on what actually matters, what is actually going to help you see a difference in your business. So let's get into it. For those of you watching me over on YouTube, the video version of this, or on Spotify video, you'll notice every week my background has been a little bit different. I recently moved from Tampa to Virginia, and I'm really trying to figure out how I want to work in my office right now, what I want the backdrops to be like in these videos. So if you have any ideas, any feedback for me, definitely come in my DMs. Help a girl out. It's a weird space because the walls are slanted, so it's not like a traditional office space. Also, I have little kitties in here with me, so if you hear them crying, hissing, playing with each other, just know they are fed. They are happy. They have everything that they need. Okay, so don't let them fool you into thinking anything else. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. I'm pulling up my notes here. Okay, so let's start this conversation with some statistics, okay? I know personally in my entrepreneur journey, I always just feel like so many people are doing exactly what I'm doing. Like, have you guys ever felt like that? It's like our algorithm is showing us other people like us. We're probably listening to podcasts that's recommending more podcasts about what we're doing. Like, it can just feel like everyone in the world is an entrepreneur. We're not special. We're not doing something unique. And it can be really, really overwhelming and almost discouraging because it's like, if all of these people in the world are doing it, like, what am I doing wrong that I'm not hitting my goals or I'm not seeing the growth that I want to see? But listen to this: 16% of working adults, so that's 16% of working adults are actually entrepreneurs. Okay, so you are doing something that 84% of the population is not able to do, not willing to do, not brave enough to do. You are doing something so special, okay? Then I pulled up of business owners, like survival rates. What are the biggest reasons that they fail or don't succeed or don't make it to 5 years? And here's what I found: half of small businesses are estimated to survive 5 years or more. Okay. So, first of all, we are only 16% of the population, and then only half of us are going to make it 5 years. Now, why are we only making it 5 years or less? 82%, so majority for sure, of small businesses fail because of cash flow issues. So, meaning they don't have enough sales, right? Like, they don't have the money. No money is coming in, not enough money is coming in. That's why they're closing their doors. So, the reason that this is happening is 40% of them who are closing their doors, it's because they have no market need for their products or services. So what this means is that the market, their city, doesn't know how much they need those services. And so they are not out there buying them. Okay. 19% of people say that failure was due to being out competed. Okay. So heavy competition. And 17% say it was because of a poor product offering. So they didn't offer something special, unique, new, or they didn't know how to talk about their unique, special, different thing in a way that people understood, right? So, with my experience and my business knowledge, to me, all of these reasons, no market need, being outcompeted, poor product offering, that all has to do with marketing. That all has to do with the forward facing of our business and how we're showing up. So what these statistics tell me is a couple of things. So number one, you could be an amazing hairstylist. You could be the best colorist. You could have the most advanced training. You could be the most talented, sweetheart, everything, and still fail, still not make it to 5 years. If you don't know how to position yourself, how to inspire those strangers in your city to come in and see you and all of that, the good news about that is that you're here and I'm going to help you figure that out, okay? It's not an easy problem to have. As you see, these problems are why most businesses close their doors, but it's a good problem to have because there are so many resources for you, okay? The other piece that I want you to really hear from these statistics is this. If we are going to do what 82% of small businesses can't do, if we are going to do what 84% of the adult population can't do, then we have to do something differently. Okay, if we want to do something most people can't do, we have to do something that they are unwilling to do. When I read these statistics, you know what it tells me is that 85, 90% of what you're seeing right now on Instagram currently is not working. Okay, it means that most people are getting it wrong in their marketing online, how they're presenting themselves on Instagram, how they're talking about their services. They're getting it wrong. So what happens is we see them, we think they're doing good, we change everything to be like them. Other people think we're doing good even when we're not, and they copy us, and now we're all doing bad, right? We're all just copying each other. That is not what we need to be doing. If you want to get a result that 82%, that 85% of the population cannot get, you have to behave in a way that 85% of the population won't behave, that 82% of entrepreneurs won't do, okay? And so that is really laying the framework for what I'm going to share with you guys today, because it's going to be different. This is going to shift your thinking a little bit on how to not only set goals, but what to actually track. You could be setting your goals the right way, but you are tracking the wrong things, I promise you. And just changing what you're tracking is really going to help you. Okay, so what should you be doing instead? You're like, Ren, that's great. All these people are failing. Like, wow. Okay, so let's shift into some good news, some positive actions that you can now take now that you know, look, I'm going to have to act different than most people I see online, most hairstylists I see online, most educators I see online. You guys, big educators that we think are the top dogs in the industry, they come out all the time and say that they were going to go bankrupt. Okay, like what things look like isn't always like, things are not as they appear. We need to stay grounded in what works, what does the data say, and go in that direction. Do not be distracted in trying to do what these other people are doing, because it's the blind leading the blind. All right, I can tell you guys, my business behind the chair was always profitable. I was always making money, and in my education business, I've always been making money. Always been paying myself this entire time. Okay, you need to get business advice from people with businesses that are running in a profitable way. Okay, so what is the first thing that you can do? So we need to be setting better goals. Okay, so this is going to be step one, but like I said, the next step, what we're actually going to track, that is what is going to blow your mind. That is what is so different and what I would say is revolutionary in this space. So you are going to set good goals. Now, a goal is going to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and have a time constraint on it. Okay, so that's a SMART goal. And if you don't set goals that are specific numbers, I'm going to do this in 30 days, I'm going to do blah, 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 it's really going to be hard for you to get there. A lot of times we set very vague goals, even personally, right? Like, I'm going to lose weight. Well, maybe I'll lose 10 pounds in the next 6 months, right? Different goal, totally different energy. Now I can actually create a plan for myself for that. But we need very specific and achievable goals. The other thing is that we need to work on smaller timelines. So right around January, if you guys can even think back to this past January, you guys probably set your New Year's resolutions, your new goals for your business, and you set them for the year. In 2024, I am going to have a $30,000 raise, whatever, right? We set a goal for the year, and then what happens? A few months in, we're not on track. We abandon it, okay? It's because it's too long of a timeline. We need to work on shorter timelines. I personally love 30 days. I feel like I can really keep my head in the game for 30 days. I'm also experimenting with 12 weeks. I've been reading the 12-week year. And so I'm playing around a lot with that timeline right now, but we need different timelines. We cannot work on years, decades, all of that. We need something that we can focus on right now and also have an end in sight, okay? Having an end in sight is what is going to keep us from getting completely burnt out. Because I don't know about you guys, but if I think I have to work out, for example, every day for a whole year, I'm never going to start. Okay, like, I'm not. But if it's like 3 times a week for a month, I could do that. It's going to be over in a month. Then I'll see how I feel and go from there. We need shorter goals. So now you have your goal. You've set your timeline. Let's just say 30 days. Now, this is the kicker, okay? This is what is going to change everything. Let's say you have a sales goal that you're working on, okay? You're like, okay, I want to make $2,000 more in July. Today's July 1st. In July, I'm going to make $2,000 more. Most people measure sales every day, okay? I have a sales goal. I'm going to measure my sales every day, every week, and then set goals based on my sales. Nope. That is why we struggle so much, okay? If you haven't hit your sales goals, listen up. This is why. What we want to actually measure, what we want to create a to-do list of, is not our sales. We want to create a to-do list of the activities that generate sales. The activities that generate sales. So this might be, I got this many new followers. I talked to this many new people. I went to this many networking events. I sent DMs to this many people. I had this many new clients. I had this many referrals. I talked about my referral program this many times. I sent this many letters to my best clients reminding them of my referral program. That is what we need to be measuring. Those are actually going to be the goals that we're going to work on every day and every week. And if you're seeing this, if we start measuring our actions that we're taking, the results are going to follow. So the reason that if we're only focused on the results, if I'm only focused on, well, the sales didn't come in today, I can sit there and be like, why aren't they coming in? I guess it's the economy, it's the algorithm. It's just too hard to be an entrepreneur right now. No, the truth is you didn't do the activities to get the sales. Start measuring your efforts. Just measure your efforts and the results are going to come. I swear, I promise you guys on everything. So that is what I want you guys to shift for July. So do this with me. Right now, take out a piece of paper and I want you guys to think about what is one goal you can set for July. Maybe it's sales. Maybe you want to rebook more people this month. Maybe you want to sell more retail. Maybe you want to just see more clients, right? You're like, I don't care how much I make from it, but I want to see 10 new clients. I want to get my clients to send me referrals. I'm really going to focus on referrals this month. So think about a goal that you can set in July. And then what I want you to do is I want you to think about everything in the past that has worked to make that happen. So if you've gotten referrals from your clients before, how did you get those referrals? Did you run a promotion? Were you just remembering to talk to everyone about it? Were you posting about it on social media? Like, how did those referrals come in? Were you, commenting on like Facebook neighborhood groups? Like, what were you doing? And then I want you to write all those things down that have worked to reach that goal before. And now that list is your to-do list. That is what I want you to be focusing on as much as you can. And that is how the actions are how we guarantee the end result. It is not just manifesting in terms of like, I will make $10,000 more this month. It is, what would a stylist who makes $10,000 more, what decisions would she make today? How does she start her morning? How does she post on social media? How does she talk to her followers or talk to her clients and all of that? It is getting into the action part of what that looks like. We so often stay in the dreamy manifesty part and we forget what that actually is supposed to look like in our daily life. So we are going to set clear goals with a clear timeline. We are going to work on a shorter timeline. We are not doing years. None of that. You guys could do 2 weeks and I would be proud of you. Okay. We need short timelines so that we can stay motivated. We can know there's an end in sight. And then we need to measure the actions that produce that result, not just measure that result. If I want $2,000 more, I'm not looking at my sales every day. I am looking at, did I post? Did I get 20 new followers today? Did I send out an email inviting people to book with me? Did I XYZ? Okay, that is what I am going to track on a daily basis. Then the sales are going to come. So I hope that this has been helpful, you guys, and showing you, number one, how special you are, how big of a deal it is that you are doing what you're doing in this world. You are unique. So many people don't have the guts, the willingness, the bravery to do what you guys are doing. You are so special. And with that, you have to show up differently. What is working for everyone else, what looks like it's working for everyone else, you got to do something else. You have to do things people are not willing to do. And one of those things is just really going to be focusing on, what actions do I need to take to get the results that I want, instead of just writing down on a piece of paper that you want it to happen. Okay. Thank you all for coming today. Thank you for showing up for your business. If you are hearing me talk about this and you're like, Ren, that sounds great, but I actually don't know what I need to do every day to make more money. I don't know what I need to do every day to get clients. First of all, I would say you're in good company. A lot of people don't. And DM me the word clients over on Instagram, because I can really talk with you and see if luxury client method is right for you. Luxury client method is completely different. It is not one more thing to do. It is how everything gets done in terms of those activities. What I literally break down for you, this is what you should do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is what you should post on social media for the 30 days in June. This is messages that you can do. This is a script for this. This is this. This is how you should treat clients when they come in. I break the actions down for you. Nobody does this, you guys. Nobody. So DM me the word clients over on Instagram. It's at Renloba Official. Jump inside Luxury Client Method and start actually seeing progress in your business. We need more than goals. We need the daily actions. And the first part of doing that is understanding what they are. So I hope you guys have an incredible day. I will see you all in my DMs over on Instagram. All right. See you next week.